that this organization is. What has been your family, your brother, their reaction to this decision? What a full circle moment for you guys, Mark.
Yes, he was very excited that I chose the Lakers. He was thrilled. Um, so he was excited because he knows how much I like to compete, how much it means to me to win and be part of winning. And the Lakers just offer me that, and that was great.
I think this is an awesome element added to all of this because, as you, I'm sure, have learned by now, you empower the only two brothers to ever play for the Los Angeles Lakers franchise. And that aspect paired with the franchise in which you're creating that history with, is there a word or a feeling to describe that?
I would say pride and responsibility. So I'll give you two words. I think you take a lot of pride in everything that we've been able to do as a family. How fortunate we are as well. I feel like we've been really really lucky in our careers to be in the position that we're in. But I still have a lot of goals and a lot of challenges and this in front of me right now. I just can't wait to get there and start working with the team and all the personnel there.
You know, Laker Nation, they have been buzzing, especially lately over social media. They wondered if now that you've signed, will Pau sign? Will we see the both of you together? Are you guys plotting anything? Is there going to be a surprise?
I'm not a very social media guy, but I know Pau loves LA and loves the Lakers. Obviously, he feels like it's his home. So I'm sure that he would love to come back, but that's a question for Rob and ownership.
Look, as we know, you've been around this league for quite some time, and so you understand how hard it is to not just win, but win big. You are an NBA champion. In 2019, you won with the Raptors. So you've had to play with a target on your back as you look to defend that title. How much do you relish, Mark, in that process as you guys look and LA looks to repeat that here again?
Well, the mindset of, like I said before, the mindset of everyone it's set on that. It's not, they're not content, they're not satisfied. There's no complacency on them. You could tell that, they're all fired up, even though it's been a quick turnaround for the team. They all very excited and ready to go to work and look at the big picture as well. So, like I said, I'm just very, very excited to be part of all that and get to work soon.
And one thing I know this squad loved when adding you to its team, you're the 2013 Defensive Player of the Year. One of your biggest strengths is your IQ on that end of the floor. The vision that starts with Frank Vogel and his staff on that end, the pieces that you guys have now put together, what do you think is a realistic goal for the Lakers on the defensive end this season?
Get a lot of stops, and our offense is going to start with stops. They did it last year a lot when they were at their best. They were getting a lot of stops and creating a lot of easy points on the offensive end because how much they use their length defensively, how much they ran the floor, and that all starts with stops and a quick outlet. So I can help with all that, and hopefully do a lot more stuff. But we'll see.
One final point. I know you spent a lot of time playing against a guy like LeBron James. To now be on his side, what goes through your mind?
I think it's going to be fun. I think we all have, a very unselfish nature by, just the way our DNA is. I think I love winning. I think, he obviously enjoys that too very much. Playing with AD, someone that's been in my division in the past when I played for Memphis, that has a very unique skill set on both ends of the floor. Being able to play alongside of him and the rest of the guys too. I'm just look forward to play with everyone on the team and being part of that whole group.
Before we let you go, I have to ask, what have you been up to lately? It's such a short off season. As you mentioned, you went through your first free agency experience. How have you been filling that time before you get back to Los Angeles and get after it again?
Mostly being a father. Being away from the kids during that bubble time wasn't the easiest. But being able to take my kids to school every day, pick them up, work out in between that time, and we've been confined here in Spain for the most part as well. So social life, it's been very limited. But our kids are healthy, and that's all I can ask for.
That is all good news. When do you head to LA, if you don't mind?
Tomorrow, I
Oh,
should land in LA tomorrow, so I'm very excited for that. I just can't wait, to be honest.
absolutely. Marc, thank you so much for taking the time. Safe travels. Continue to stay healthy. We look forward to catching up with you soon.
Thank you so much.
All right, want to say hello and welcome to one of the newest faces to Laker Nation, Wesley Matthews. Wes, thanks for taking the time. How does that sound? Los Angeles Laker, Wes Matthews. You all right with that?
I'm all right with that. I can work with that.
Yeah, you like that? Before we dive into this roster, one thing is for sure. The Lakers, you know it. They're a family. They take a lot of pride in that. And for you, well, you're following suit, if you will. Your father, Wes Sr., played 2 seasons for the Lakers, better yet, won 2 titles with them. I know you just mentioned maybe not a lot of people know of your story. As you mentioned, you're raised in a single-parent home by your mother, though the relationship with your father has grown over the years, which you're very, very proud of. Wes, how would you describe what seems to be a very full circle moment for you and your family right now?
It's pretty remote. It's pretty emotional. It's pretty surreal right now. Actually, my grandma, she still has the 1987 championship T-shirt.
No way.
Yeah, she still got that. And in my kitchen, one of my prized pictures is a picture of my dad kind of squatting down and showing me a basketball, and I got a full denim jacket suit. My mom had me fly. I'm out there on the court, and he's handing me the ball, and it's something that I'm excited to do with my daughter, and it's pretty surreal. It's pretty emotional. I'm trying not to think too much about it because got a job to do, and that's be the best basketball player I can be. But I didn't think that these emotions would hit like that. I really didn't. So it's kind of, it's definitely, I can't even think of the words. It's really surreal.
You don't have to get too in depth with it, but since you brought it up and you speak of the emotions, before you do have to be serious and do your job, was there a call, a text, a moment shared with your family that you just really appreciated in the moment?
So I had a group message with my family when I was going through the decision, and I made that decision, and I put in those little gifs. Said I think it was LL Cool J going back to Cali, and my family, they loved it. They loved it. And then on the flip side, my dad sent me a message, and he said, I'm proud of you. Wherever you end up, this was before deciding to choose the Lakers. He said, I'm proud of you, and wherever you go, I fully support you. He's like, but I'll be lying to say it wouldn't mean a little bit more to see you in that Laker purple and gold. So the support has been amazing. I can't forget, my love for home, for Wisconsin, for the Milwaukee Bucks, for the organization and the year that we had. I'm very thankful for that opportunity, and obviously being able to be home and be close to family and friends and stuff like that. But this opportunity presented itself. Yeah, I'm a competitor. I want to win. I want to win at the highest level, and there's nothing like being wanted by the best team. The fit worked as far as style of play, and we're here now. Now I can't wait to get to work.
You mentioned your time in Milwaukee, obviously, a season ago. And I have to ask, because you spent time there, obviously, with the back-to-back MVP. So you know what it's like playing alongside superstars. You also mentioned your time in Dallas with Dirk, this squad, 2, and Anthony Davis and LeBron James, of which, Wes, I don't know if you know this, but you're going to get a fair share of shots and looks and opportunities.
Yeah.
How much have you spent thinking about what that will look like? Have you envisioned it a little bit, being out there on the three-point line?
I envisioned it a little bit. I always envisioned it. This is one thing that people really don't understand about me. I always want to shoot. Like, I'm a team guy and all that kind
Get
of
that
stuff.
out there. Tell them.
I like to score the ball. It wasn't until this last season that I didn't average double figures. I really like to score the ball, but I'm definitely everything else first. So I'm definitely excited for the spacing. I'm excited for the style of play. I did a workout today, and actually my homeboy who stays with me and does a lot of the day-to-day stuff, he helps me working out. We're gonna watch Laker shots all this evening. We're gonna watch shots from Caldwell Pope, Danny Green. That's and so my night workout as you can see, my night workout is going to be, you know,
Oh,
from what I see.
We are literally in the gym.
This is my office. This is my office. This is what you're getting. This is what I do. This is who I am. Basketball has afforded me, you know, a lot of luxuries. I've put everything I have into this game, and it has rewarded me, you know, not only myself, but my family. And so the best way I feel like I can pay respects to everything that is provided for me is to give it everything that I have till I can't anymore.
All right, before we let you go, can you give us one thing that we may not know about Wes Matthews? Anything, hobby, hidden talent, what can you leave us with?
Oh, hobby, talent. I don't know. I think I'm really funny.
Oh,
I don't know that though, but I feel like I'm funny. I'm not sure. I think maybe you guys will get a hit on that.
Are you a
big
comedian?
into Madden.
Oh.
No.
Oh,
no.
You're going to fit right in with this squad if you're big into Madden.
Big into Madden. Big into Madden. Call of Duty just came out. Big into the zombie. If there's ever a zombie apocalypse, I'm ready for it. But yeah, big soccer fan.
Big soccer fan. He's got it all. He can do it all, both inside and outside the lines.
All of that.
Wes, we appreciate you. Thank you so much for taking the time, sharing a little bit about your story. We look forward to catching up with you as the season is right around the corner.
It is right here. Thank you very much. It's a pleasure being on the show. Pleasure meeting you.
I appreciate you. Thank you.
We welcome Montrezl Harrell to the show. Thanks for being here. I'm sure it's been a long couple of days. How you doing?
Doing good. How are you?
I'm doing great. So happy to have you. When you hear Montrezl Harrell of the Los Angeles Lakers, how does that sound?
It's got a great ring to it, sounds like to me.
You ever picture yourself in that purple and gold? Because it's here.
I got a couple of edits that's been done. A lot of people that do animations for me have been doing some great jobs for me.
I know. Isn't Twitter and social media great? Like the minute you signed, there was like you in a jersey. It was pretty awesome.
Man, photo shopping and editor now is crazy.
So, Trez, can you share what went into your decision to potentially pass up more money to play in another city or to leave the Clippers where you had so much success to join the Lakers?
My choice was really just, from my inner circle, my family, just talking and looking over the decisions that we had on the table. And we just felt like just coming and playing the purple and gold was the best choice. And, I definitely felt like it's the best choice for me. So that's what we went with. And, I'm happy to be a Laker.
From the moment the season ended, were you talking with your family and your inner circle about the next step?
No. As soon as the season ended, I actually went home and took the time to actually grieve and be with my family and actually mourn the loss of my grandmother. And then after that, I just was being a dad as I'm continuously still doing, man. That's all I was doing, just being around my kids and just that love and that energy. That's all I've been doing. And when free agency came about, that's when, I started getting into the talks with my agent. But, I left the basketball to, what I've done and what I've produced and left out there. And that's all I could do.
Yeah, thoughts and prayers to you and your family. I know you lost your grandmother in July while you were in Orlando. What did she mean to you?
Everything. Everything in the entire world. I still have multiple, pieces with her. Everything that I do is, going to praise her name and, continue to take care of my family and my loved ones, how I've been doing, since I was 16, 17. And it's still tough to this day. But, it's still going to be one of those, growing processes, one of those things that I'm going to have to take one day at a time.
Yeah, I appreciate you sharing that. And there's no question she's very, very proud of you. Now we transition to basketball. How excited are you for this opportunity to play with LeBron James, an all-time great?
I'm extremely and, really, really honored once. And, I'm ready to get going. Honestly, man, I can't wait for training camp to kick off and, actually, throw that practice jersey on and we go in there and get to work, really.
Trez, how many times have you visualized running that high pick and roll with Bron over the last couple days?
Man, I've envisioned high pick and rolls, baseline plays, all of it, lobs, everything, man. Like I said, I'm just ready to get going, man. This is a great feeling, and I'm just, happy to be here.
I hear you on that. Listen, so you play against Anthony Davis these past 5 years. He's in New Orleans and then L.A., played him 4 times last year, to now playing with the game's most versatile big. What do you envision that looking like, and how does your game complement his?
Like I said, I'm just doing anything and everything I can to help complement these guys what they already do well, man. They've already shown and proven that they can win a championship without the pieces that we've added this year. So I'm just coming in looking to do anything I can to complement that chemistry that these guys already have built.
Trez, we're a Lakers set here, and even we were unanimous in voting you Sixth Man of the Year. So you're coming off an incredible season. You're winning that award, and you've always been a let my work speak for itself kind of player. But what did this award mean to you personally when you really sat back and thought about it?
It's kind of one of those funny situations. It's kind of one of those things that it kind of hurts a little bit just because I lost my grandmother, and we kind of had these talks, before losing her. So it's one of those things that kind of hurts and stings, but at the same time, it just made me, change my mindset and to be even one of those players that's still working. How they approach to the game is going to, enhance even more and just speak even more for itself. That's what I've always been known for. That's always what, people have, first said as how hard he works. And I'm just going to take that to a whole extremely different level because it's definitely one of those things that still hurt me to this day, not being able to, take that trophy home and show it to my grandmother.
Your game's evolved every single year. How driven are you to continue to improve?
Still, continuously every day. I'm got another 1 or 2 workouts set for today. So, this game is continuously changing. And, I don't want to be one of those players that, that label as can only do this one thing, because once you get that label, it's pretty hard to get off of you. And now it cuts you, in half as a player, no matter what. And I never wanted to be looked at as one of those players coming into this game. I want to, always look at myself as a person that, can do multiple things in this game.